What's up, YouTube? ODST General back again. Before we get into the video, guys, I just want to let you know I do have a bit of a headache right now. I've tried taking medicine, I've tried eating, drinking, all that stuff, and it's just not going away. So if I have a harder time concentrating than usual or rambling, just understand that's why I'm having kind of a hard time focusing properly right now. So just bear with me on that for this video today. Starting us off, we do have weapons for the mod. So of course we have one weapon today, not too much in the way of weapons, but we have a look at the SRS sniper rifle. I do believe this is the D variant, just based off appearances and the fact that Vespade was working on this previously, and this was shown off by Vespade. This is something we've taken a look at before, however, there's not really much that's changed, a lot of detailing work, stuff like that, so there has been changes to this. This is the point where the model, there isn't really much to say about it. I just want to show off the progress to you guys so you guys can see it and get excited and hyped for it. But there really isn't much to cover on it right now. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead, we're going to keep moving on. We're going to switch on over to vehicles. Now for vehicles, it's been a minute since we've had anything cursed, and Thomas has decided to cover that and fix that for us. So now instead of having a cursed weapon, we have a cursed vehicle this week. We have the Long Hog. Now, the Long Hog is, I guess somebody was saying, based off of a lore thing from Ghost of Onyx or something. I don't recall it. It's been forever since I've read that book, though, and I don't recall a lot of the fine details of the book. You know, this is one of those things, though, like, right now is a very blocked out model. It looks horrible. It looks really stupid. But I'd imagine that if you got enough detailing work and stuff done, you could actually make this look like a legitimate model and actually something that's really cool, potentially. But yeah, as of right now, it's pretty cursed, and, yeah. With that being said, though, we have a much better looking Warthog that we can talk about. So let's go ahead and talk about that one. Vlad has kind of cropped up and just has quickly disappeared again. But before he did, he shared this new Warthog he's working on. So if you guys aren't familiar with the current Warthog, it's been in the mod for a long time. It's had a number of touch-ups, materials, textures. It was rescaled for the Spartans, but it is an older model. So I believe there was some talk about redoing the Warthog anyway, so it looks like Vlad's taking that upon himself to redo. So he's got some or 3D renders that he's done in whatever program he uses, I'm not really sure, of a sleek new Warthog, really detailed interior and everything. If you guys aren't familiar with Vlad, he was the one who's worked on the Sun Devil and like the M808S that we've shown off on the channel previously. If you guys are newer, you probably haven't seen that stuff. Unfortunately, none of his assets that he's actually worked on have made it into the development build of the mod even yet, so we haven't actually had a chance to get our hands on any of it in-game. But everything he's made has been fantastic. He has a blue name, I believe now, so he's got to have something in-game, but I don't know if we've actually seen it in the development build. So maybe there was like some smaller object or something he put in, and I'm not aware that was one of his projects. At any rate, very awesome Warthog. Pretty excited to see this thing in game. Definitely nice to see an updated model and everything. Now I just want to see the Pelican. Please, let me do the Pelican. That's all I want. The Pelican has like really had all the updates that the other stuff has had. And so it's old and it's not been updated, really. At any rate, let's go ahead and let's keep moving on. We're going to stay with vehicles, though, for a minute here. So last week when I covered the Bison updates, Brass forgot to share an image from Flurry with me, and so he sent that to me after my video. And so we have the MGS variant of the Bison 2. Now, of course, the frame, the main body of the Bison is the same as the other variants. There isn't any changes there. The only changes in this case is to the gun system, which is a big old gun, and I love it because I like giant guns. Who doesn't, though, right? Explosion go boom. Anyways, it's a cool system, obviously, since it's concept art and everything. There isn't really much for me to say on it. I mean, this is kind of a good stage to critique stuff. But honestly, there isn't really anything I dislike about this personally. So if you guys have any criticisms or anything, obviously keep it civil. But this is a good time to relay that stuff to Braz and Flurry so that they know what kind of tweaks and changes they might need to make or might want to implement going forwards before they really start concreting the 3D models. And from what I understand, there is already 3D models. I just haven't been shown these yet, and I would imagine that they're prone to change as the concept art and everything changes too. So they are obviously, once again, like last week, looking for that feedback. Alright guys, so we're going to switch gears to First Contact, sort of. This is actually somewhere between Community and First Contact. Night Wizard has put out another map. This guy is insane. I mean, he's putting out these like super high detailed maps that are just absolutely fantastic looking. What's there to say about it, you know? Well, this is obviously based off Silent Cartographer. There's Forerunner structures that you can enter all over the map. The map itself is just as highly detailed as his Wetlands map and as his standard Installation 04 map. So this one's called IO4 Archipelago. And it's just a great map. I haven't checked it out too much. It literally just came out earlier today. And I've not had very long because I need to get this recording done and ready to go. So I'm just going to leave you guys with some glory panning shots around the map and some music and let you guys enjoy it. Alright guys, I will see you in just a minute. Alright guys, and I'm back. So that is Archipelago, and it's, like I said, a glorious, fantastic looking map. I definitely highly recommend you guys check it out. You will need the OPTRE development build so you can get those Forerunner structures and everything in there properly. But well worth it. Not obviously one-to-one based off Silent Cartographer, but pretty darn close in some aspects. So swinging down over to Community, we start off with the Halberd. So the Halberd Heathen is working on... we get to see its bridge here. The bridge is quite large compared to the Drake's bridge, obviously. And it doesn't look like that much based off the Armament. It doesn't look super big, but when you consider the size of the Drake class and the fact that this is going to be like an interior, there's going to be a lot of interiors this size, it actually is really impressive, at least to me. And you've got a lot of different things going on this bridge already, even though it's a pretty early block out. You've got staircases, you've got a holotable, you've got these struts that go up, you've got railings, you've got what appears to be the basis for computer consoles or something kind of going around the bridge. It's going to be pretty awesome, I think. I kind of like the layout of the bridge here with the windows and everything. I think it's really good looking. And really... that's all there is to say on the bridge, to be honest. I mean, it's just a quick pan around and everything. It's still very early block out and stuff. Once again, you know, Ethan hasn't really asked for it, but this is the time where this is so early. If you guys had any criticisms, obviously, once again, keeping it civil, because you guys are such an uncivil bunch. You know, you guys are really good when you do criticize stuff, but... if you guys wanted to criticize, this would probably be the time to suggest changes and stuff like that. But honestly, for me, at least there's nothing I can really think of immediately offhand. But I'm not really a naval bridge designer, so I don't know. You guys can figure that out if there was something you disliked. But we're gonna keep moving on. But we're gonna stay with the Halberd project here. So we have another thing from Ethan, and that's the holotable that was seen in the center of the bridge in the last one. We have a textured and materialed variant of this. Now this isn't a complete version. This is just placeholder stuff that Ethan's got to give you guys an idea of what this will look like. And it's pretty basic compared to the holotable that is in the Drake class, but this is pretty close to the Operation Trebuchet variant. It's, it's pretty simple and straightforward, and I think for a set piece, this is going to work just fine. Honestly, even like this, I mean, maybe a little bit more detailing on the side, even though, like he said, it's not finished, so I'm not going to nitpick that too much. This would probably be, honestly, about ready to go as it was. So, yeah, I'm excited for that. And then we have another thing from the Halberd project. This one is actually from a different developer. This isn't from Ethan. This is a third-party contribution that's going to go into the product. This is from a gentleman known as Lil Woodman, and it's a chair. It's obviously, it kind of looks like a captain's chair, almost from like Star Trek or something like that. It's a little bit on the large side right now, I think, but it's pretty cool looking chair. I definitely dig it. And yeah, I guess he's gonna give that to Ethan for use in the Drake class. Now I don't know. This might even end up being like a separate release or something that he does as a prop or something. I don't know. But yeah, there isn't really much else to say about the chair as of right now. It's still undergoing changes and stuff like that, so it's obviously not finished, even though it looks like it might be textured or something because of the different color variations. That's just in the 3D modeling program, so it's not no textures or anything like that, and there's issues with like clipping or something going on right now, I guess, so he's still working on tweaking that and everything, so it'll be kind of interesting, and we'll probably continue to cover that as it gets developed. And then we're going to round out tonight with a shameless self-plug, which I'll have to go back and record this because I actually hadn't planned on doing this, but I have updated GAO, so if you guys already have GAO on Steam, the Steam release has been updated and you guys will already have this assets, but a lot of the stuff that was showing off in the previous weeks for GAO has been added in, so a bunch of new areas, a downed Halberd site where it's getting dismantled at a shipyard, a lot of new changes to the city, bunker systems, all that stuff. So that's out on Steam now. Of course, guys, criticism, feedback, you guys can either post that here on the YouTube video, or if you guys could, either in the Steam page for it or on my Discord is a good place to report bugs as well. Alright, guys, that is everything for this week. Let me know what your thoughts were on all this content. What are you guys the most excited for from this week's video? What do you guys want to see in future videos? Or I guess future content for the mod too in that same scenario. Let me know in the comments below, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.